Hello everyone, it's time to pause for poetry, and because it's December, we're going to do that Christmas style. Our first poem is called Christmas Mail by Ted Kooser. Cards in each mailbox, angel, manger, star, and lamb. As the rural carrier driving the snowy roads hears from her bundles the plaintive bleating of sheep, the shuffle of sandals, the clopping of camels. At stop after stop, she opens the little tin door and places deep in the shadows the shepherds, the wise men, the donkeys lank and weary, the cow who chews and muses, and from her styrofoam cup, white as a star, and perched on the dashboard, leading her ever into the distance, there is a hint of hazelnut and then a touch of myrrh. The second poem is just titled December 26th by Ken Nesbitt. A BB gun, a model plane, a basketball, an electric train, a bicycle, a cowboy hat, a comic book, a baseball bat, a deck of cards, a science kit, a racing car, a catcher's mitt. So that's my list of everything that Santa forgot to bring. A chubby snowman, and this was written by an anonymous person. A chubby little snowman had a carrot nose. Along came a bunny, and what do you suppose? That hungry little bunny, looking for some lunch, grabbed that snowman's nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch. Snowball by Shel Silverstein. I made myself a snowball, as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed. This one is simply titled Thank You. For your Christmas presents, I thank you one and all. For the big ones, many thanks, and fewer for the small. And that's by William Church. Once there was a snowman, and this is by an anonymous person as well. Once there was a snowman who stood outside the door. He wished that he could come inside and run about the floor. He wished that he could warm himself beside the fire so red. He wished that he could climb upon the big white bed. So he called to the north wind, "Come and help me, pray, for I am completely frozen, standing here all day." So the north wind came along and blew him in the door, and now there's nothing left but a puddle on the floor. Once there was a snowman. The day before Christmas, and this is also by an anonymous author. We have been helping with the cake and licking out the pan, and wrapping up our packages as neatly as we can. We have hung our stockings up beside the open grate, and now there's nothing more to do except to wait. The dreaded Christmas fruitcake, and this is by Kelly Roper. Oh fruitcake, why are you heavy like a rock? And why do people keep sending you to me? I wish they really would stop. Your texture is like rubber, and your fruit is chewy like gum. I think no one would give you as a gift if they'd ever eaten some. I've tried re-gifting you, but you just keep coming back. If I have to look at you one more time, I think my mind will crack. I really hate to be wasteful, and I don't like to act rash, but I can't take it anymore. You're going into the trash. The Christmas lights went out, and this is anonymous as well. The Christmas lights went out, the ones Dad just suspended. He took all day to hang them, but their gleamings promptly ended. I wonder how he'll take it when he steps out into the snow to marvel at his handiwork, but find he's missed the show. The Christmas lights went out, and all's dark on our lawn. One fleeting, fizzling moment, and his masterpiece is gone. I think I'll step inside now to avoid how he reacts when he finds one broken bulb in the middle of my tracks. Oh my. That's not a good situation. Okay, this one is by an anonymous author as well, and it's called The 4 Stages of Life. Stage 1, you believe in Santa Claus. Stage 2, you don't believe in Santa Claus. Stage 3, you are Santa Claus. Stage 4, you look like Santa Claus. Holiday Feasting by Joanna Fuchs. Holiday time is for feasting. We look forward to each treat. The tables are full of our favorite foods. We've got lots of good things to eat. We scarf marshmallowed sweet potatoes. There's cider and eggnog to slurp. There's so much going down at once. Who can help an occasional burp? Here's the turkey, dressing, and gravy. Let's all get down to chewing it. And if we pass a little gas, who'll notice? Everyone's doing it. Dessert is 3 kinds of pie. Then pass the box of candy. Next year, will you please remind us to have some Alka-Seltzer handy? This one is untitled and anonymous. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but 10 extra pounds on hips, thighs, and rear. Okay, very short, but that's often the end result of holiday imbibing, isn't it? Okay. My Dad Would Like to Be Santa by Graham Craven. His belly's getting bigger and his hair is turning white. His eyes shine and sparkle like the stars on Christmas night. He couldn't fit down chimneys when he can just fit through a door. One mince pie would never do. He'd only ask for more. He likes a nip of brandy. It sets his cheeks aglow. When he forgets the words to carols, he just shouts, ho, ho, ho. He hasn't got a reindeer that runs silently through space, but his car is eco-friendly and could beat Rudolph in a race. He can't afford a new red suit with boots and matching belt, but his smile is warmer than the sun that can make the snowtops melt. My Dad would like to be Santa and fill the world with glee. So until they advertise the job, he'll give all his love to me. Okay, I think this is the last one. It's a little bit longer, but it's titled The Littlest Christmas Tree by Amy Peterson. The littlest Christmas tree lived in a meadow of green among a family of tall evergreens. He learned how to whisper the evergreen song with the slightest of wind that came gently along. He watched as the birds made a home out of twigs and couldn't wait till he too was big. For all of the trees offered a home, the maple, the pine, and the oak, who's so strong. I hate being little, the little tree said. I can't even turn colors like the maple turns red. I can't help the animals like the mighty old oak. He shelters them all in his wide, mighty cloak. The older tree said, Why, little tree, you don't know the story of a mighty king from a land with no snow? Little tree questioned, A land with no snow? Yes, said the old tree, a very old story from so long ago. A star appeared giving great light over a manger on a long winter's night. A baby was born, a king of all kings, and with him comes love over all things. He lived in a country all covered in sand, and laid down his life to save all man. Little tree thought of the gift given by him, and then the big tree said with the happiest grin, We're not just trees, but a reminder of that day. There's a much bigger part of a role that we play. For on Christmas Eve my life I'll lay down in exchange for a happier, loving ground. And as I stand dying, they'll adorn me and trim. This all will be done in memory of him. Among a warm fire with family and friends, in the sweet songs of Christmas, I'll find my great end. Then ever so gently he'll come down to see and take me to heaven, Jesus and me. So you see, little tree, we are not like the oak, who shelters all things beneath his great cloak. Nor are we like the maple in fall, whose colors leave many standing in awe. The gift that we give is ourselves, limb for limb, the greatest honor in memory of him. The little tree bowed his head down and cried, and thought of the king who willingly died. For what kind of gift can anyone give than to lay down your life when you wanted to live? A swelling of pride came over the tree. Can all of this happen because of just me? Can I really bring honor by adorning a home, by reminding mankind that he's never alone? With this thought, the little tree began singing with glee, happy and proud to be a true Christmas tree. You can still hear them singing, even the smallest in height, singing of Christmas and that one holy night. Okay, thank you for joining me and taking time to pause for poetry, Christmas style. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.